Hello and welcome back to Tesla News. My name is Marian and I'm your host today, and we will look into the TÜV, which is pretty famous in Germany for controlling the quality of cars, and we will look into the ships from Shanghai and some numbers from Troy Tesla, who really shared some interesting tendencies from exports in Shanghai. So let's start with the shipments coming from Shanghai. We do see 3 ships currently in the Mediterranean Sea and towards Great Britain, and those green ones are currently going towards Zeebrugge, and 1 is already in Zeebrugge. Then we have 4 more in the Indian Ocean. 1 is going for Great Britain and another 3 are going to Europe as well. And there is another one that just left Shanghai, is on the way to Taiwan, and this one is going to go towards Zeebrugge, or Europe in this case, as well. We currently have around 13 ships that were going away from the factory. 11 of them are going to Europe. Always forget, it's not the European Union, it is also Great Britain included here, just to clarify any misunderstanding here. So we will later on see if it all goes to Zeebrugge or it is going, for example, to Southampton. So for the Chinese factory here, we see an empty parking lot, but that is not negative because we have seen yesterday all the cars at the shipping dock, and so more ships will arrive soon. Let's see if we get a new record. I don't think this quarter, but 19 ships were on the way to Europe in the Q4 quarter. It would be very insane if we get close to that, but this is looking actually pretty good. Furthermore, the Vuva, who made this content, and thanks to him, shared that the Chinese New Year is over right now. People are getting back to work, so the empty parking lot should be full in the next few days again. And very important, he is also saying that the efficiency when it comes to logistics, taking the cars away to the shipping dock, is getting much, much better. So we might not see so much wait time of trucks anymore and so many cars on the parking lot. Now we are coming to the support page for German customers. It might as well differentiate itself in other European countries. For those from the United States, you might know that depending on which state you are from. But we have now here the TÜV in Germany, as well as in Austria, something like that as well as in Great Britain. And they inspect the cars. Depending on each country, it can be a different time. And they had a lot of challenges. So you must imagine there are sometimes people working in these locations that have never inspected an EV. They don't know how these new EVs look like. They don't know where they can find the VIN number. They don't know what to do with the car. And this is something we have to be a bit more patient with, because we have to accept that this entire change in the EV industry needs to be addressed as well to companies inspecting those cars. And these people, they also have to be trained or look into the cars and learn where to find everything. And this is the case in Germany especially. There were a lot of challenges of people who had no idea how to inspect a Tesla. And of course, if you have never worked on a Tesla, it might be an issue. So Tesla made a support page online on the website. You can print it out pretty much. You can give it the person at the TÜV inspection, and he has a lot of pictures where to find what and what to do when you inspect such a car. So that is really helpful and very good, and it's going to help the inspection that is taking place all 2 or 3 years, depending which country you are in. Now we are looking into the numbers from Troy Tesla, so credit goes to him out. And what I find very interesting here is the number of cars, how fast Shanghai is moving forward here with the Model Y in 2021, already 205,000 cars in its first full year in Shanghai. And if we're looking into the quarter numbers as well, we see that the big jump happened from Q3 to Q4 last year, from 67K in Shanghai to 84K, then 61 in Model Y, then a very big jump to 94K per quarter. So this is something that really shows that the upgrade or the efficiency has taken place in Q3 to Q4, as Vuva mentioned before, and Troy Teslac as well. This is the reason why the upgrade we are currently seeing in Shanghai is not gonna mean a higher production rate initially. It has just already happened last year. And then we are looking at the APAC, so Asian Pacific, very interesting. Close to 200,000 Model 3. Then we have close to 185,000 cars as well for the Model Y. And what I find interesting, if you compare that to the Model 3 to Europe and the Model Y to Europe, even though, of course, Model Y started last year to Europe, so there's no significant number yet, you see that APAC is actually even more important to Shanghai right now when it just comes to the numbers. It just shows the demand in the Asian Pacific region, which is of course way bigger than the European continent, but nevertheless, as a German, I might focus always on the ships going to Europe, and I know a lot of people as well from European countries, but the Asian Pacific market is insane. I just checked that out here for 2021. We are talking about 350,000 cars going to Asian Pacific, and that is not even close to the 170,000 cars going to Europe. So of course this will change, and it will actually be the case in the future that Asian Pacific is going to be the main market with the mainland China market, of course, when it comes to the production, because as mentioned many times, we will see the shift towards Giga Berlin when it comes to the performance variant and the long-range variant. For those coming from outside Germany here, the Manager magazine in Germany, a part of Spiegel, made a new magazine for this month, February, and you clearly see who is on top. Well, it is Elon Musk. And this is the reason why many people don't understand. Yes, there's a lot of frustration when it comes to the Giga Berlin and all the permits, but you have to see the strategy behind that with Tesla. In the long term, it is very important that they stayed in Germany, that they decided to go to Germany, because they are in the center of the European car manufacturing, and they are where everyone else is. No one cares about a factory in Poland when VW, Audi, Daimler, and everyone is in Germany. You see on this such a magazine, you get free advertisement, you get articles, you get people talk about Tesla in Germany in the media. So this is really helping Tesla here. So not meaning that offending here anybody, but this is the best decision Tesla did.